Today, what I'm going to share with you is so startling that I have never publicly shared it before. Not because I didn't want to, but because I never had the courage to do so. I thought people wouldn't believe me, so it was better to stay silent. So here is what happened. I had just left the corporate world. I was meditating for the first time, relaxing, getting plenty of sleep, and reading many books. In my own society, which was facing a lush, green, vast, and beautiful golf course, I lived on the second floor. And in that same tower, I rented a spacious apartment facing the golf course on the 13th floor for my office purposes. I was very happy because I didn't have to drive every day in heavy traffic of Delhi to go to the office anymore. Now my office was on the 13th floor and my residence was on the second floor. My friends would ask, "How do you commute to office?" And I would proudly say, "By lift." But on the 13th floor, the winds were so strong and unruly that even heavy items left on the balcony could get blown away. And one day, that's exactly what happened. Carpenters were working in my office apartment, making some bookshelves. When suddenly a fierce storm hit, the winds began to blow so hard with loud noise, it was a terrible storm. So much so that the doors and the windows were banging open and closed. And I was calling out to the carpenters to come inside because the plywood and sanmaika were flying around and they were trying to catch them. I urged them to come inside, saying, "You will get hurt, leave the wood, we will deal with it later." Then I started running around, closing the glass doors, windows, which was all glass, to get that view of the golf course, the water bodies, the birds, the trees. Let me tell you, when I first started meditating, I established a very strict rule at home. No one was supposed to knock on my door, my room door, for the first 2, 3 hours of the morning unless there was an emergency or a fire. I had moved my father along with me as my mother had passed away, and he was very supportive. I had done my bit, had organized the house too well, just like the filing systems in offices and libraries. My kitchen boxes and jars had labels neatly, structured home, everything having its own place and to be put back in its place after use. I'm sharing all this for all my soul sisters who truly want to grow spiritually. You need to create such structures. On the fridge, I had all the numbers of plumbers, electricians, gas services, home delivery, laundry, food orders, even weekly breakfast menu, so that the helper maid wouldn't knock my door and ask, "Didi, what will be made today?" And I was really firm about my morning time. Through this structured meditation and studying unlimited books along with metaphysics course studies, a voice started coming to me. Sometimes I felt it was sarcastically laughing at me. Other times I felt some invisible being is standing and talking right next to me. And now I understand it was my higher self. But that voice started guiding me all along, all day, even while I was doing routine work, walking, talking. So, coming back to the storm that day, that same voice laughed and asked, "What will you do now? Will you run around and keep closing the doors and the windows?" I replied, "What else can I do? The timing of this storm is terrible. I have such important carpentry work going on. The storm has gone too far today." And I was just mumbling. The voice said, "You can do more." I asked, "What else can I do?" Then I received that guidance. And I found myself standing in the middle of the room, raising both my hands towards the golf course with my palms facing out. I commanded to the storm, "Stop! I say stop. Why are you so wild? Just hold. Right now." And my eyes were closed. After 15-20 seconds, I opened my eyes and there were pin drop silence. The noise had ceased. The leaves of the trees were waving gently as if nothing had happened at all. And all this happened in flat 30 seconds. I couldn't believe. I opened the glass door, went outside in the balcony of that 13th floor apartment. The rain, the wind, the storm had suddenly calmed down. I'm sharing this incident from around 13, 14 years ago. Believe me, I was so shocked that I was almost scared. How could this happen? How is it possible? Honestly, I plonked down on my sofa with a thud, almost in disbelief. For 10 minutes, I couldn't process what had just happened. A cup of tea is my go to comfort. I somehow got up, I went to the kitchen and made a big mug of tea to gulp down this incredible yet startling experience which I had just gone through. After I had finished half mug, that voice again laughed at me and said, "This was just to show you how powerful you are." Even now, as I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps, and I was getting goosebumps then. Now, while I live in Goa, I decided to once again try it in a very heavy downpour and storm. Now I live on the sixth floor here, and I stay quite cheerful, maintaining a childlike joy at home. We laugh and burst out loudly, sometimes naturally, sometimes deliberately. So I thought, let us see if Delhi's storms were obeying me. Uh, so if the storms of Goa will obey me too. So I specifically went out into heavy storm and with full authority I raised my hands and commanded, "Stop! Why are you being so unruly? Why so much of noise? Stop right now." And believe me, within 30 seconds, the storm stopped. So while it is true that we shouldn't create doubt energy, we don't need to test the universe, but we have to believe in our own power. You and I come from the same source energy. So when we have the power to stop those big storms, should we fear the small problems in our lives? Should we allow minor illnesses to take over us? Should we ignore the voice of our own soul and keep listening to all others' opinions? Should we make big or small decisions in our lives by disconnecting from that inner voice and instead connecting with what other humans are saying? Just think about it. All those who would like to listen to this content in Hindi, please log into our Facebook page, Dr. Mridula Lawrence, with a blue tick, and you will find all these videos in Hindi over there. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share our channel. And if you like the videos under this series of Mind Over Matter, please drop a like. Thank you.